My name is Dior Vargas, and I'm a Latina feminist mental health activist. So I live with depression and anxiety, and I'm also a suicide attempt survivor. When I was growing up, my parents separated, and my father wasn't allowing my mother to work. So with so much rent to pay, we ended up on welfare. And so growing up under welfare, it was really hard, and it made my experience with mental illness a lot more difficult, especially when it came to seeing my mother working very hard to make ends meet, to put food on the table. She was under a lot of stress, and so I felt in some way like a burden to her, and I know that I wasn't, but it was just really hard to be in a household where we were always just worried about what we were going to eat for dinner. There were times when we would eat ice for dinner, and not even eating, and just going through so much worrying and pain. I think that really just made it even more difficult when it came to my depression. So there are a lot of statistics that people don't know about mental illness and living under the poverty line. People living under the poverty line are 2 to 3 times more likely to have a mental illness. The World Health Organization found that poverty is one of the most significant risk factors for suicide. People who earn less than $34,000 a year are 50% more likely to end their lives. I identify as a suicide attempt survivor, and I don't think that enough people are talking about things like this. A lot of people think that if you've attempted, it's because you're trying to get attention, and I think it's more so that we want the pain to stop, and so we're not really sure what else we can do. And so it's a lot of just us needing someone to listen to us, to be understanding, and to just plainly listen. I think that being able to be heard is something that a lot of people who live with mental illness or who have wanted to end their lives really just need that moment to just be able to express themselves and not fear of any judgment or ridicule of any kind. I want to be an advocate and a representative of someone who has gone through the mental health care system, who is fighting every day. Being honored by the White House has been something that I never expected, and was honestly a really validating experience as to all the work that I've been trying to do. I've been really happy to have been given the opportunity to work with the community that I'm really happy to be serving, talking to a lot of different people, hearing what matters to them, trying to change the conversation when it comes to mental health care in terms of communities of color. It's really been a lifesaver for me in terms of being an activist and doing all of this really great, amazing work.
Hi, I'm Jack Quaid, and Project UROK and the Harry Potter Alliance are teaming up to raise awareness about how living below the poverty line affects access to mental health care. If you want to join the conversation, use the hashtag MyHungerGames, or if you want to find out more information, go to projecturok.org.